English India is director Spandan Banerjee's modern exploration of the English language in India. ANOKHI Pulse TV gets a chance to catch up with the director and find out what inspired this mammoth project and how the English language and its power have brought people together. There is a deep connection between the English language and the cultural and political history of the Indian subcontinent. Brought to the country by colonizers and then adopted by Indian elite, English has become a language of power in India. In a country with more than 30 regional languages, English is one of 2 that has been designated official, the other language being Hindi. English India takes us from the history of languages in the country to modern-day tourist towns, where hopeful young tour guides discuss their language skills and their concerns of being made obsolete with the emergence of electronic tools. Let's take a look. Now, English India has a very kaleidoscopic view of where India was, where it is, and where it's going based on the power and impact of the English language, which came from a sort of colonial history. So tell me a little bit about what inspired this project.
I have been researching on this for a very long time, since 2008. And it's almost like being an Indian, I live that life. I live the life of English India. So the language, the aspiration level of the language English, and the way the language English kind of engulfs our imagination, our aspirations, and we are trying to get used to the language. We are making it in our own way, which kind of totally inspired me. This is the first part of the film. There are 3 parts because it's India, as you know, that you cannot cover India in one 90-minute film. So the other parts will actually get into the training of India and where it came from. Since the British left us some 63 years ago, how we are kind of Indianizing the whole language and how it happened.
Now, one thing that I found so fascinating is that out of the 30 regional languages that are spoken in India, English makes its way up there as one of the top 2 official languages. And I know that 63 years may sound like a long time, but it really is not that long ago. What has been the struggle in India when it has come to the English language?
In fact, strangely enough, English is the official language of 3 states in India.
Yeah.
It's still today. So I think English is the only language which kind of binds India together. And because if somebody, like a given example is some government official from the south of India wants to communicate to another government official sitting in, say, Assam, and what will be the language that they communicate in? It has to be English, because that's how it has been, because India is a land of so many languages that English kind of binds the whole country together.
So we do have a wonderful collection of guides, those who are really master in the skills, and they give them proper service. So they've definitely done those courses in those specific languages. And apart from that, we even do have domestic traveling within the country. So they go with the local language, maybe a little bit of Hindi, English.
So English has become a local language?
Yeah, you can say so, definitely. You know, when you really talk of the language of the Supreme Court of this country, that's again English. So English finally binds the complete country into one, yeah.
Now, English India, one of the most unique things about it is that it looks at the effect, whether positive or negative, of the English language on people of various different walks of life, right to tour guides who are trying to, pass on the history and the cultural heritage of India, and they're afraid of being obsolete because of electronic tools. So tell me how challenging it was to show all these different people from all different parts of India.
My characters are tourist guides primarily of various walks of life, and who work in organized and unorganized sectors, and how they are using the language to invite somebody to India. So this film also kind of ushers in the audience in the language that they speak, and it is the language of their livelihood, and they are doing a fantastic job of doing that. Now the irony is this, with these applications, with these apps coming, now there is a perfectly pronounced English-speaking app which you can use to watch the Taj Mahal. So you just put on and you press the number and you get the history in the perfect English. So that's a challenge that they are facing, and that's a very, very big challenge for them, because it's a question of their livelihood.
Don't forget to stay in the loop for your weekly dose of glitz and glam from the world of entertainment with ANOKHI Pulse TV, and stay tuned for more exclusive access to what's hot and happening from behind the velvet rope. And if you get a chance to watch English India, be sure to drop us a line and tell us what you think.